Okay, we are moving on to scale drawings, which is still a type of proportion and proportional relationship. So we're still sticking with proportions and that kind of thing. We're just applying them to a new situation, which I think um, scale drawings are fun. They're kind of exciting and are a little different and give us something new. So I really enjoy this lesson. So I hope you guys like it too. We are going to be doing our own scale drawings next class. So making sure we understand this is important to be able to be successful next class. And I'm sorry, I'm going to cough a lot because when I talk, I cough. So first of all, what are scale drawings? So a type of scale drawing is like a map. So New York is definitely bigger than what we see here, right? But it's drawn down to a scale. So this is accurate. If we were to just stretch it or expand it and zoom it out, this would be, the street lengths would be correct. The size of the Central Park there would be correct. It's just drawn to a different scale. So 1 inch of this map represents 1 mile in New York. Or over here, 1 inch on this map, because it's zoomed even farther, it shows New York and Vermont and New Hampshire and all that. It shows all the states up there. 1 inch is 200 miles long. So 1 inch here is showing 200 miles of land. Okay, so it's drawn to a scale. So some other places these are used are in architecture with blueprints. So like if you're building a house, you draw a blueprint of that house and it's a scale drawing. So it's not actually the size of what the house is going to be, but it's an accurate representation. When I was retiling my bathroom, we had to draw a scale drawing to figure out how much tile we needed to purchase to put into the bathroom. Science for observations. So like, I can't remember what they're called, but like the Galapagos Islands, when they were observing all of the animals there, like the new types of animals, they would draw the bird or they draw the bug. And this is still today. Like when I was in college, we had to draw bugs in like our observation journal, and we would draw them to scale. So instead of something really big that we were drawing smaller, I would draw something small and make it bigger. Okay, and like with landscaping. So if you're landscaping your yard and you need to figure out where to put a bush or where to put a tree or whatever, you need to draw it to scale to figure out how it's going to look nicely. And those are just a few examples. So essentially, you're drawing something really big or really small to a more measurable amount. I apologize for my cat's toy being really loud. Okay, so I've got a few examples here for you, and then you're going to go off on your own and solve some other ones. So in a scale drawing of my office, the drawing of my desk is 2 inches long. So this is not going to actually be perfectly 2 inches. But let's say this was the drawing of my desk. Okay, and it's 2 inches long in my drawing. In real life, this is 6 feet long. So we need to figure out the scale for 1 inch. So we're going to make a proportion for this. So we're going to have the drawing on one side, and that's going to equal the real life proportion. So in my drawing, 2 inches represents 6 feet. Okay? We want to know what 1 inch represents. And I just lied, we're not doing the drawing to real life. Drawing to real life goes this way. So my drawing's on top, my real life is on the bottom. So in my drawing, 2 inches represents 6 feet in real life. I want to know what 1 inch represents. So I need to figure out this piece. So there's a couple ways we could do to solve this or to figure it out, for this one, I'm just looking and going, okay, well, to get from 2 to 1, I divide by 2. So what I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. So 1 inch is going to represent 3 feet in real life. So 3 is my answer to that one. Okay, I've got a few more examples because I kind of confused us on that one, so I apologize. So here I have a scale drawing of my kitchen because I want to put new flooring. Just kidding, I can't do that. In my kitchen. Okay, so that I drew a scale drawing of my kitchen, and in that scale, I said 1 inch is 6 feet. So I've got my drawing over real life. So 1 inch in my drawing is 6 feet in real life. The actual length of my kitchen is 24 feet. So in real life, this kitchen is 24 feet long. So I want to figure out how many inches it is in my drawing. So I set up my proportion here, and they need to be equal. So to get from 6 feet to 24 feet, I multiply by 4. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So 1 times 4 is 4. So how long is the room in my drawing? Well, in my drawing, it's going to be 4 inches long. Okay, I hope we're getting the hang of it now. Now in this one, Mrs. McCabe really wants to raise goats because she loves goats so much. So her husband is planning to build her a goat pen. Okay, and this is real life, so keep this a secret. Don't tell her. So he wants to build her a goat pen. So in the drawing that he has drawn up, so remember I'm doing drawing over real life, 1 millimeter represents 3 meters. So in his drawing, the goat pen is 3 millimeters long. We want to know how long the actual pen is going to be. Okay, so to get from 1 to 3, I multiply by 3. What I do to one side, I do to the other. So 3 times 3 is 9. So in real life, this goat pen is going to be 9 meters long. Another thing to notice, you line up your units. So millimeters should always be on the top, meters on the bottom. Same here. Inches and feet, make them on the same level. Inches and feet, make them on the same level. Okay, and our final example is Mr. Lickey is making a scale model of the gym to display in his office because he loves JWP Sports so much. Okay, he also really loves making models. Okay, he's a former math teacher. He likes to combine all of the different things. So he's going to make a scale model of the gym to have on display to just, it's a hobby, gives him something to do when he's not stressing about COVID. So in his scale model of the gym, the volleyball court is 60 feet long in real life. Okay, in the scale model, it's 120 millimeters long. We want to know what the scale is when it's 2 millimeters. So notice it gave us a piece already. Okay, it's not normally going to be 2 to something. Okay, that's not usual, but our problem gave us this scenario to deal with. So in the drawing and in real life, so in his drawing, it's 120 millimeters long, and in real life, that's 60 feet. So here it's telling us we want to know the scale for 2 millimeters. So to get from 120 to 2, I have to divide by 60. So what I do to the top, I do to the bottom. 60 divided by 60 is 1. So 2 millimeters in his scale drawing represents 1 foot. Okay, so you're going to be seeing a lot of different examples like this in your IXL today, figuring out the scales of the different drawings and models and things like that. Next class, when I will be back, we will be making our own scale models. So, you are off to work on this. Good luck.